What's up, everyone? I am the devastating Just Cause, and this is DJC Game Studios. This is called Tunnel Vision. What if my hands just stayed like this? I was like, so welcome. Alright. Let's get all the hand and finger tricks out of the way. So, this is a response video to Mr. Mike Mullis. It was most expensive and or prize video games. I guess I could put them in the same category. I have a few. Or just rare kind of gems. I guess you could say I got 10, 11, something like that. Anyways, in no particular order, I'm going to kind of go through them and give you the roundabout price they're going for. I did a little research, but you know me, not much. So let's start off with a couple. I guess these are more just favorites. And these, to be honest, I don't think are worth too insanely amount of much. They're not as you know what I mean. First one is Splatterhouse for Xbox 360. I think this is one of the most innovative, cool, and it's so blood-filled. I think this was ranked as the bloodiest game ever made, because you basically feed off of the blood from all the monsters and demons and everything that you kill. But this was a 3D version of Splatterhouse, and I think all three of the original games are on here that you unlock after playing. I got to the point where Jennifer's like at this thing and laying on this table like a sacrifice, and all these demons are running. You got to fight them off while trying to kill the main dude. And I've never beat this. I got so close and I just got so frustrated. But the ride that it takes you on, all through, great story with the doctor's mansion and different dimensions, and it's unbelievable. I really love Splatterhouse. So I just thought I'd mention that one as one of my prized ones, or my favorite ones. And then for PS2 and or Xbox 360, I just happen to have the PS2 one here. SSX Tricky. Great snowboarding game. I've talked about it a million times. Everybody knows how great Resist Gravity. But this is a great game. Yeah, so Xbox, PS2, great game for that. Now let's get into some actual rare ones. So, I got one here, and you're gonna see a lot of these probably, but Tiger Road, complete in box and in protective case for TurboGrafx 16. This game is one of my favorites. I had it growing up. This is actually the original box I had growing up. As I think I went through and talked about this before, I kept all my boxes, for most of them, not everyone, but most of the boxes that I had growing up, and I put them in a box and sealed them. So they're like mint condition boxes. Well, eventually I ended up selling the game in the cases, like the chips in the case or the CD in the case. So I was stuck with just the boxes. So this is where I had to rebuy my games and complete these, which is what these are. So now they are complete in box with manual, CD or chip and box. But yeah, the Tiger Road I think runs about $200 or so, give or take. And so that was kind of a cool one. And of course, Zank, just the turbo chip. I do have the original box here. But I do need the only thing is I need the case and the manual to complete this. But yeah, you're looking I think between $200 and $300 for it complete. Just the chip alone, it's around 180 to 100, something like that. But just thought I'd share that. Zank is one of my favorite shooters on the TurboGrafx. Colorful. I could play through it a million times. It's just fun to play through. And then this one's only around a $50 or $60 game, but I just really like it. It's PC Engine Image Fight. Image Fight, one of the top shooters on PC Engine in my opinion. Very, very good. Great graphics, fun to look at, fun to play. This one may be a little more pricey. This is, I think it runs about $150, $200. Sometimes you get them cheaper. Like I said, I'm giving you a roundabout from what I looked on eBay. Gate of Thunder, this is actually the 3-in-1 CD. So you got the Turbo Duo CD. It came with Turbo Duo when you bought it. I believe this is my original CD. I think the case might be new. But it has Gate of Thunder, Bonk's Adventure, and Bonk's Revenge. So That one, yay. Why did I say yay? That was weird. All right. Now we're going to get into some homebrews that are quite expensive. Ms. Pac-Man for Intellivision by Intelligent Vision. They basically, this was almost, and don't quote me on this, but it played kind of like Pac-Man for the Intellivision did back in the day, but with enhanced graphics, and it actually plays almost similar to the arcade Ms. Pac-Man, but just on the horizontal screen setup like the original Pac-Man was. But the Ms. Pac-Man, the actual Ms. Pac-Man going through the maze looks just like the arcade. So if I played this, something like this when I was a kid, Intellivision would have been the top thing ever made, you know, because the stuff they can do now with these homebrews is unbelievable. But this, I did not see one listed currently. Last time I saw it, it was around $2 to $2.80. So they get really expensive because, of course, they're out of print. Like I said, don't quote me on these prices. They change all the time. And then, of course, The Lost Caves of Kraz. Another Electronite homebrew. Kind of a puzzle-solving game with different caverns. And this is actually a great one. I think this is going for about $150 to $180 right now. Which is not too bad. Like I said, it changes, but great homebrew. I believe it's out of print. You might be able to, there might be a couple still on a couple in online stores in line. Keep them in line. Anyways. And then we're going to get one at NES I have complete in box, which is Punch-Out, the original Punch-Out. No Mike Tyson. So, Mike Tyson was only around and had the license, I think, for a few years. And when that license expired, they went back to printing the original Punch-Out. The only weird thing is they had to take Tyson out, so they added a dude that looked like Vanilla Ice, and they called him Mr. Dream. This runs for about $150 or so, or it can be up to over $200 depending on the condition. I'd say mine is very good. It's not mint, but it is very good. As you can see, it's not crushed or anything. Might be a slight wear on a couple of the edges, but it's not, it's not like right there. But I mean, it's pretty nice. I would say very, very good to almost mint. But yeah, another kind of just a rare NES in box. The only one I have, I believe, in box. Yeah. And then we'll go to some. What was that? Legendary Axe Turbo Graphics 16 complete in box. This one I want to say goes to about 180. Maybe 200. It kind of varies. If you might even be able to catch it for 160 or something like that. But yeah, Legendary Axe Turbo Graphics 16, great platformer game, great, amazing title for that. If you haven't played Legendary Axe, however you can play it. Legendary Axe 2, honorable mention, fantastic sequel. I even liked it better than this one. Insane giant bosses, just awesome. And then we're going to get into my final one here, which is another TurboGrafx 16 not sealed, but complete in box. Looks sealed because it's such a great shape. This was my original box as a kid too. Parasol Stars. It was a Bubble Bobble series. Parasol Stars, you had the little umbrella and kind of the same thing as Bubble Bobble, but you caught like the bubbles on your umbrella and you were able to shoot them. You could also touch and paralyze the characters and throw them across the screen. And of course, you get a bunch of fruit and vegetables and gelatins and desserts and crazy stuff that they have in all those type of games. Great game. I want to say this runs about 2 something. Like I said, it varies depending on who's listing them. But yeah, you could probably find a copy for about 160 to 200 depending on when it's listed and where you find it at. But such a great game. One of my favorites. But yeah, pretty awesome. So that is just some of my little rare gems or my complete in boxes. Some of my favorites. I mean, obviously, don't make me go through all these because if I could I think I already did a top 5 of Intellivision. So if I didn't, then I'll do one. But yeah, I mean, I love all these games pretty much. So I don't want to go through about 1 million of those. So I kind of kept most of those out except the homebrews. And of course, I do have more homebrews that are worth a little bit more or worth a lot. But I don't know, those, to me, Ms. Pac-Man was one that stood out because of its rarity. Croz is just one of my favorite homebrews. I still haven't played Intellavania. It took forever for me to get it, and I guess it's going to take me forever to review it. And I know there already is reviews on there, but I am going to sit down. I almost want to get a CRT and kind of film it, or I have my projector screen that I can put it on. So I'm hoping to play that soon and get a good review of that and get into it. And to be honest, like as far as Castlevania games go, I've played Castlevania games. Rondo of Blood I remember on Turbo or PC Engine, but I didn't play a ton of Castlevania. So to kind of get introduced to this, or not introduced, I shouldn't say that. I played Castlevania NES, plenty of times, but it was never one that I totally got into or played all the way through or even beat. So to play it in television and see how this, how it is, and I believe it's pretty true, other than the graphics are obviously a little different. They're in television graphics, but I can't wait to get in that. Anyways, let me know what your favorite and rarest games are. And I thank you, Mike Mullis, for giving an original Next Level Gaming show, for sending out this little, not challenge, but kind of invitation to share some games with you. So please please subscribe, and gosh darn it, and I'm sorry for that type of language. Man, gotta watch it. We'll see you in the next one. Hey, what's happening, everyone? I have a new, fun activity for you. It's called Figure Out the Mystery Game. Yes, that's right. When you have cartridges laying around from all different systems, like in television. What is this? There's no label. It fell off. I don't know what it is. Let's try to guess. And then you also have games like this from Atari 2600. What could this be? Is it Frogger? Is it Spider-Man? It's some sort of Parker Brothers game. Wacky, we don't know. And then how about this one? It's another one with no label. This one's got a price tag. No labels. Find them in a closet near you.